Hello, everyone. It's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to your pick a card messages for today. There has been a sudden twist of fate in events that are mixing things up. And so this this twist of fate has everything to do with the current evolutionary astrologies that are affecting all of us, but I'm not going to bore you with the astrology detail. But what I want to help you become aware of is this change of events, these unexpected blessings or situations, this twist of fate. It's almost like it's fated. This is destined to happen for you. So whichever pile or crystal that you are drawn to the most is most likely to resonate more, to your life, your path, etc. So, of course, you're welcome to choose multiple piles, but if you need more specific information or a reading, do feel free to reach out to me. Anyway, so you have 4 piles and 4 crystals to choose from. There's the Fluorite, the Dragon's Blood, the Howlite, and the Epidote. So choose. Let's get started. Pile 1. Hi, pile 1. Okay, the sudden twist of fate, fated events. If you chose the purple fluorite crystal, what do you need to know? I hope that you follow my channel. Well, I hope you enjoy my content and my humor and my wisdom, but I hope the information that I share with you is helpful for you and it resonates with things that you are experiencing or navigating. Okay. Let me just pull out the oracle cards first. Assess the situation. So this is Moon and Virgo energy. So there's something new that is trying to get your attention. Virgo is really good at analyzing the details. But if this is referring to the moon, pay attention to how you feel. Because there's something maybe that you're sensing intuitively that is also trying to get your attention. Remember that everything is your spirit guide. Everything in life can be your spirit guide. So when you pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities, it can help make life a little bit easier to navigate. Okay, embrace your life purpose. So you have the archangels here guiding you towards your divine life purpose. They're wanting you to do whatever makes your heart joyful, because that's what you're meant to be doing. So it's a perfect time to reassess what makes you happy, to follow your heart, to follow your inner feels, to embrace your life purpose. It's some sort of creativity, using your mind. Now, you've got the number 12 here. 12 might be a significant number for you, or the day that you were born on. But to me, this is saying that you are a writer, or you have the ability to write creatively. I love the fact that you've got a cat here looking up at the butterfly. Interesting. Writing. So this has something to do with your creative expression, but also your imagination. There's some sort of transformation that you're also going through at this time. And so this unexpected twist of fate or events happening in your life, this is where the current astrology comes into play. And this is collective astrology. Saturn, which is a planet of responsibility and taking responsibility or self-discipline is a better way to describe it. The North Node is aligning you with your destined path. Venus and Mercury are both retrograde. They're both in Pisces, which might cause your mind to wander off. So your imagination is actually being supported right now to get creative, especially for those of you who are longing to create a new reality, for those of you who are wishing for something fantastic to manifest for you. These are what these unexpected twist of fate. Okay, so as far as astrology oracle. So you're supported by the sun, your personality, your ideals, what makes you happy. This twist of fate is challenging you to become the leader of your own purpose. So it keeps coming back to creative expression. So whatever it is that you enjoy creating, the 9th house is referring to higher learning, higher education, access higher levels of your mind. The student, philosophy, and definitely opportunity for changes. For some of you, you might have sudden unexpected opportunities to travel, but considering travel restrictions all across the globe at the moment, I'm not really sure that I would encourage traveling to another country. Okay, and so this is a source of inspiration. So this is definitely how this Pisces energy is affecting you, group number 1. This twist of fate is helping you to even write a new story, how you wish to live your life. But assess the situation. So right now, again, all of the signs and the synchronicities are trying to get you, to bring you back to yourself and how you feel. And something is trying to express itself through you, through your creativity. So some of you might be singers, or you might be dancers, or you just have extra physical energy. Some vital life force energy is trying to express itself through you. Okay. So this unexpected twist of fate is bringing new people into your life at this time for a reason, a season, or for a lifetime. So pay attention to opportunities that you may have to meet new people, connect with new people. It doesn't have to be romantic, but relationships are also heightened for you right now. Okay, you have the Magician's sword too. So this is saying your mind is very sharp at the moment, and your mind has the capacity to invent new ideas or to change how you think, how you express, how you communicate even. This has something to do with your life purpose and your destiny. Okay. This concealment, where should I put this? I'm going to put this over here. So we already have the sun, the 9th house. Okay, so your dreams, your imagination, your higher ideals are all active at the moment. And your imagination is helping you to manifest, well, or change your life, change your reality. This concealment card is saying that something that you haven't always necessarily been aware of, or something that has been hidden from you. I guess some of you might consider this a blockage or an aspect of your shadow self. Oh, that's probably a good way to describe this card, isn't it? But it's time for you to rewrite your life story, your future. I keep coming back to this. So this isn't something that you could have done in the past because, well, maybe it wasn't the time for you to do this. But when you reassess your life, yourself, your career, your relationships, and you recognize the situations, the people that you just really no longer resonate with. Honestly, the fastest way to manifest change and opportunity in your life is to sit down and literally write out what your true desires are, what you are wishing for. Make a wish and have confidence that you will attract absolutely everything that you need to help you move forward with this life purpose, whatever this life purpose is. Okay, wow. I'm going to pull some tarot cards as well from the Gilded Tarot. And yes, the newer release, I think they call it the Royale, Gilded Tarot Royale. But group number 1, this twist of fate happening now. Okay, something is coming in very quickly. You know what I just noticed is like in this deck, the wands are pointing upward, and in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the arrows are pointed downward. I think they are. Maybe not. I might be confused. Okay, that could be Mercury in Pisces messing with my mind. But this is definitely something new potential, new opportunity, new movement, new energy, new sources of inspiration to help you create your life plan or write your stories or express yourself. 7 of Swords. Because that, in fact, is going to help you to make your wishes come true. The 4 of Pentacles refers to stability, or it could be a change in your foundation. And the Wheel of Fortune. So everything is supporting you. Everything is on your side right now. I think if you're experiencing a challenge, it's a challenge in your mind and your thoughts, or what you believe. And that might be your biggest challenge for all of you who chose group number 1. This is your destiny. You are fated to be a writer, or to create stories, or to access higher levels of wisdom using your mind. You can access hidden information, mysteries, secrets. Something that has been previously hidden from you is now available for you to tap into. Okay, and it's this new inner source of inspiration. So Neptune is supporting you, and the Sun, with your creativity. I think I want to pull one more card. Okay, yeah, so the 8 of Swords usually represents something hidden or unknown, or something that you don't see coming. But remember, with the Moon card, when you reassess a situation, you pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to what you are sensing, because your intuition is working with you the most. It's guiding you. It's guiding your heart. And it's not something that your logical mind is going to be able to see, or maybe even make sense of, which is why, like, the Sun and Neptune together can cause a little bit of confusion or uncertainty, but it also activates your imagination. And so recently there have been several astrologers claiming, well, also numerologists, claiming that there's something special about the current energies and the dates right now and over the next couple of days that is also helping each one of us to reaffirm something that we are wishing for. So remember, even though you don't see something, or your logical mind can't make sense of something, you can definitely sit down and write out your story, no matter how fantastical or unsensical it might be. It's time for you to express yourself authentically. And the more that you do so, and the more that you write these things down and everything that you're wishing for, the more you're actually making it concrete and possible to manifest in your future. So you know what, Group 1, I think that's some pretty freaking amazing information and confirmations for you from the universe, your spirit guides. You can, in fact, create something that will birth itself right now over these next couple of days that will manifest at some point in your future, in divine timing, whenever that is meant to happen. So follow your bliss, get creative, speak your affirmations, and allow the magic to happen. Allow the magic to unfold for you. Group 1, I hope you enjoyed these messages today. do try and pay attention to the signs or the people that are coming into your life and leaving your life. It's all happening for a reason, because now it's your time to really sit and write your new life story, your new life plan, your life goals. Okay, Group 1, I hope you enjoyed your video reading and messages for today. If you did, please do click the like button. And again, if you'd like more specific information based on your astrology, your numerology, your life cycles, destiny, that sort of thing, feel free to reach out to me. Those are my specialty readings, everything that you could ever possibly want or need to know about your life and your destiny. So request a private reading today if you wish. Other than that, you can choose another pile if you are drawn to another pile, and I will see you over there. Hello, group number 2, if you were drawn to the Dragon's Blood Jasper. So, what do you need to know about the sudden twist of fate along your path towards your destiny? Sudden unexpected changes. Okay, let us look at your oracle cards. Okay, full moon in Leo, that just recently happened, like within the last couple of months. Leo energy. Leo is the entertainer. Recognize the signs from above. Here's your sign, 444, or birds might be your signs, or pay attention to anything in flight, butterflies, feathers, the rainbow. Your angels are sending you messages right now, but if you're distracted, you're not going to notice these. It's divine guidance. So try and stay alert and open to receiving this guidance from your angelic team. What more do we need to know? So there is Mars energy. Okay. There's South Node reminding you, so you're being released from something that's been causing you stress and anxiety, and it has to do with your relationships. These could be work-related or family or friendships or community, something like that. But Mars, oh, you know what? So the sudden twist of fate or fated events happening, changes happening in your life. For those of you who have been always focusing on taking care of everyone else, you're always worried about everyone else, you're always there for everyone else, and not everyone else is always appreciative of those sorts of things. But I think the sudden twist of fate is challenging you to, I don't know, maybe stop trying so hard to make everybody else happy and start making your own self happy. Listen to your angelic team. This Leo energy, and you might be the Leo, or wherever Leo is in your personal astrology chart, it's creative confidence. It's something that you're longing to seek attention for. It's something that you do. What's changing? So, okay, in a sense, you are changing your intentions. So maybe some of you have already been going back and forth with your intention, especially when it comes to other people or groups, associations, your coworkers, you know what I mean. And now I'm kind of feeling like if you chose group 2, you don't really feel like you blend in, or maybe you never felt like you blended in with everybody else. But some of you recently, all of a sudden, you're thinking that you just really don't resonate with certain groups anymore, or maybe, well, it's definitely you that's changing. So remember at the beginning of the video, I was mentioning current astrological events, and so these are evolutionary. The astrology aspects and transits that are affecting all of us right now are North Node, Mercury, Venus, Saturn. They're all in Pisces, which is, it's heightening imagination, but it's waking some people up. And I'm not saying that you are personally waking up spiritually, but maybe some of you are. but it can cause a little bit of confusion or uncertainty, especially when it comes to your connection relationships with other people. Some of you might be realizing the truth about other people or friendships and that sort of thing. Okay. So the will-o'-the-wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. So this is a truth, that this twist of fate or fated events happening in your life. It's helping to wake you up to the truth of other people. And so it's not necessarily something easy to realize or to become aware of, because, well, sometimes the truth of reality can hurt really deeply, but these are things that are important for you to recognize so that you can honor yourself, take care of yourself, and discern, which affiliations you need to detach from, separate yourself from, so that you can, support yourself, your aspirations, your dreams, especially when, other people don't support you. So these treasures hidden in the shadows, it's referring to your depth of emotion, your heart, something that you're longing for. And of course, the angels are nearby. They're ready to assist you with any kind of emotional healing. All you need to do is just ask for help. And the angels or the rainbow energies are amazing when it comes to healing emotions. So try that visualization if you need to feel uplifted emotionally. So what else is group 2? Wow, okay. So that kind of makes sense. The South Node is releasing you. Well, this is what it's doing. So the South Node probably in your personal astrology chart is releasing you from relationships or connections with other people. And that in itself might cause you to experience fear, especially if you've been relying on someone else to support you. If you're afraid of being free or independent, or, I'm thinking it's like, what is the best way to share with you in the best and positive way to help you move forward? So the dragon's blood jasper is saying that you probably have a dragon spirit guide that, from my understanding, the dragons hold a highly unconditional, loving vibration. And so if you resonate with dragon spirit guides, then make that your focus and intention to connect, or the archangels or the higher angels and your spirit guides and your spiritual team that are helping you to, they're shining the light. Oh, they're shining the light on the shadows that is actually making you start to see the truth through other people or other people's intentions too. Wow. Ace of Swords, which actually makes perfect sense. I want to shuffle these and then lay out some cards. So, this twist of fate for group number 2 through the tarot. What else does group number 2 need to become aware of and pay attention to? Put that over there. So the Ace of Swords. So pay attention to your mind, because I think that your guides and the angels are sending you new information, insights, ideas, confirmations. Okay, and then trust your visions as well. So if you consider yourself the Queen of Wands, then your visions, your intuition, your clairvoyancies are actually helping you. They're helping to shine the light on, things that maybe you once feared. I want to come back to the Ace of Swords really quickly, because at the moment, Mercury, the planet, it's in Pisces, and Mercury governs the mind. But while Mercury is, not only retrograde, but it's also in Pisces. It may be causing confusion in your thought process. So something to consider. And there's a conjunction happening right now between Neptune, Venus, Mercury, the North Node, Saturn. Everything is in Pisces, which might be causing a little bit of woo-woo, except for Neptune, which is now in Aries, of course. But okay, it's helping you to connect with unconditional love, the angels, your heart chakra, yourself. Especially if you're realizing that other people don't really love you, maybe not in the way that you wanted them to. There is unconditional love that is available for you to tap into, and that's through your connection, your faith, your higher self, the archangels, the dragons, your spiritual team. Okay. And so now you've got the King of Cups. So that's exactly what I was just talking about. So this twist of fate is putting you in the position to become your own emotional support system, especially when others around you are not supporting you. You have to take responsibility for your own emotional well-being. The World. And one more card. Okay, and the Three of Cups. So celebrations are near. But I feel like you are completing a cycle as well. I feel like for many of you, your intuition is activating, so it's also important to pay attention to your emotional triggers, your sensitivities. Maybe you're noticing that your sensitivities are more heightened and they're getting your attention more so than usual. Okay, it's almost like life and your higher self are trying to get you to wake up. And notice that it's really important for you to distance yourself from people that don't emotionally support you. Especially if the people that you've been surrounding yourself with or keeping time with, they don't believe in you, they don't, you know what I mean? And again, for some people, you may have continued to hang out with certain people because you don't really enjoy being alone, but perhaps there is a new cycle that is beginning in your life that is helping you to become more strong, to help you to do your self-work, your shadow work, to dig deep. And this is why your dragon spirit guide is showing up, because the dragons and your other guides are helping you to remember your truth, to love yourself. And so part of the process could be releasing you from people that you've possibly, again, you've been holding on to, but those relationships aren't really beneficial for you anymore. So there is a greater connection that is waiting to happen. But at this time, it seems, I guess for some of you, it could be a new person. But let me just end your video messages with this simple message. Let me put it this way. The way that you love yourself and value yourself and believe and know what you are worthy of receiving as far as from anybody else in any of your relationships, what you think you're currently worth, that's what you're going to continue to attract. So if you think that you need emotional support from other people, but you're not getting it, this is where that twist of fate is happening, because your angels and your guides are coming in to help you reconnect with your higher self, your heart chakra, your angels, and your spiritual team, so that you can reclaim this unconditional love that exists in the universe, in the oneness. And these are, again, all these planets that are kind of forcing you to become responsible for your own emotional stability and your well-being, especially when nobody else can. So the universe and this sudden twist of fate is shining a light on you waking up, and it's encouraging you to start finding things that you can do for yourself without needing to rely on other people to remind you how amazing you are. So the situation may be freeing you again from certain other people, but if some of you suddenly find yourself alone, it's because you need this time for solitude, introspection, so that you can rethink, the meaning of life or your purpose, your destiny, your spiritual gifts. There's something that is trying to isolate you so that you can become more aware of your truth. At least that's how I'm picking up on this fated twist of events happening in the lives of group number 2. And I know that many channelers say this, and when they say, you're not really alone, but hey, I was once in that perspective where I know exactly what it feels to be totally alone or disconnected or cut off. But then I realized that I wasn't connecting to source energy. I wasn't connected to my higher self. I wasn't connecting to and asking for help from the archangels. I wasn't connecting to higher levels of consciousness in the universe, which is invisible energy, but that's the energy of oneness. It's not necessarily something that you see with your eyes, but when you're ready for it, you can open up to it and allow yourself to receive that unconditional love that this Pisces energy is trying to shower upon you. Group 2, these are your messages in this pick a card reading for today. I hope these messages inspire you, bring you a sense of hope, and hopefully I gave you some ideas who to connect with to reclaim, your self-worth, your self-love, what you deserve, what you know that you are worth. And also an opportunity for you to claim, emotional support and stability for yourself as well, without necessarily needing somebody else to do that for you or give that to you. You have the power to claim everything that you know that you deserve on your own if you need to. Okay, these are the messages that we have for group number 2. Again, I hope you enjoyed this inspiration. If you did, please do click the like button. If anyone needs a private reading, feel free to reach out to me. I offer a variety of different kinds of readings at different prices. So if you would like a reading, check out my links. Meanwhile, have a wonderful day. If you were drawn to another pile, then I will see you over there as well. Hello, group number 3. If you chose the Howlite crystal, I'm going to put your Howlite right here. So there's been a sudden twist of fate, or a change in fated events. So what do you need to know? Okay, group 3, let's just pull out your cards. Honor your feelings. Pisces energy. Well, yeah, and there's an awful lot of planetary influence in Pisces at the moment. Mercury, which is retrograde. Venus, which is retrograde. Saturn is also in Pisces. The North Node, Pisces. So some of you might be having difficulty focusing on clear thoughts or your mind. It really just depends on where these transits are happening in your personal astrology. But something confusing is definitely affecting, I think, the planet. This is a blessing in disguise. So your archangels are asking you to be patient and have faith that your angels have your situation under control. Okay, so something is in process of manifesting for you, group number 3. What is coming in for you is far better than you dared to dream. So honor your feelings and also what you believe. Honor what you believe that you need. Okay, Uranus, the planet. There's an unexpected change happening in your immediate future. Okay, interesting how this is saying the first house. So this unexpected change is probably happening within you, within your mind. Oh, and now you've got Pluto. So that confirms that you're probably going through some sort of transformation. So the sudden change of events or this twist of fate, right, along your path is activating a personal transformation. But remember, have faith in your angels, the archangels, because they've got everything under control. Which is why it's important to have faith and to connect with your spiritual team, your higher self, as often as you possibly can, because it's helpful while you're going through a transformation. So some of you might resonate with the master number 33. How many of you knew that 33 represents a spiritual teacher, a spiritual master? So if this is your life path number, you are in the process of becoming a spiritual teacher in some way, shape, or form. You're mastering the art of effective communication. Just saying, how many of you were already aware of this? And even if you weren't, well, now you are. Right, so you've got the change of events, there's a change in the wind, your sails are being adjusted to move you in a different or a new direction, all to align you with your destiny, your life path. So maybe some of you recently have been walking around wondering or reconsidering, it's like, what is your path? What is your purpose? What is your future? What are you here to be doing? You're here to be changing, transforming, and transcending everything, so that you can master your mind, master your emotions, master your spirituality, and master your reality. Well, there you go, right? 3 snaps and oh my gosh, and a bag of chips? Is that what it is? I know some of you know where that's from, but not all of you is going to know what show that comes from. Look at this. So this crossing, I think these messages are absolutely fantastic. Group number 3. 3s are usually creative, very spiritual. Many psychic, clairvoyant. So you are crossing a bridge. This is a spiritual bridge, initiating you and some new heightened sense of awareness and power, empowerment. Pluto energy. I'm curious, how many of you know which Pluto generation you were born into? Some Pluto generations, I think, this is just my perspective, are way easier than others. But life in reality is changing for group 3. That's because your personality, your concept of yourself and your place in the world is going through a shift and a transformation too. But it's for the best and highest intentions. So this is a positive thing, unless you don't enjoy change. And then it really just depends on how well you deal with your daily reality and how you can navigate these changes and align with them and allow yourself to be activated and initiated into your true spiritual purpose. Seriously? Okay. So you're being aligned with your destiny. Your true destiny. You know, what's interesting is that I think many of us think that our destiny is one thing, where in fact, it's usually something completely different than we thought that it was. So this is something, a transformation that you are destined to evolve into. How cool is that? Okay, I'm going to grab the Gilded Tarot and pull some tarot cards for you. But I was looking at your Howlite, and I'm thinking how wonderful it is that the Howlite chose pile 3, because Howlite dissolves anger. It brings in peace, calm, stillness, serenity, through times of change or transition. So this twist of fate in your life is it's probably seriously messing with your mind, honestly, and who you think you are. How do you project yourself to the world? But these transformations, they start on the inside, and then it affects your outward expression. And I only know this because of the last 10 years, I think my concept of myself must have died 1,000 times only to wake up and witness something new or someone new coming out of the the ether and out of the, I don't even know how to describe it. It's transformation. Oh, okay. So it's your soul's purpose, your destiny. Your soul came here to transform your identification with yourself, transform and evolve your consciousness, that sort of thing. So these are deep twists of fate happening in your life. So the reason why I titled this video this is because for some of you who were on a particular path and maybe things just aren't working in the same way that they have worked for you, maybe you're still trying to hold on to a job and like work doesn't really resonate with you anymore, or you're trying to hold on to things that you've always used as a support system, and maybe those things aren't supporting you anymore, and so it causes like a trigger effect that is encouraging you to transcend all of the above, to try and see the bigger picture, the higher aspect of yourself and your life. It's going to also change your perspective so that you start seeing yourself as a soul, as a part of the collective, rather than your personality, which you have always identified yourself with, which your personality is just the facade that you incarnated with, which is your astrology, your numerology, your birthday numbers. So there's something deep and powerful happening for group number 3, Queen of Cups. This is who you're becoming, the Queen of Cups. And your own Knight of Wands. Oh, becoming more self-assertive, to assert your goals, your values, the things that excite you, following your own inspiration. That's your destiny. You are on a path you are destined to become probably something completely different than who you thought that you were. Okay, then. So you have the Death card as well, referring to a transformation, change. And the Queen of Swords. So honestly, you have control over your transition, because you're not only the Queen of Cups, you know that you are loved, you know that you are worthy of love, and you know that you are a loving person. I think the challenge here would be you to assert your goals, meaning take a chance. Go after what it is that you truly desire. Create that. It's a source of inspiration, or at least it starts with a spark of inspiration, like a longing, a desire to do something. So this is definitely Neptune in Aries. Something that you choose to believe, conquer that. So pay attention to your mind, or you can find a way to create a project or a goal. This might have everything to do with your mental creativity as well. Since you've got Pluto here, you have extremely intelligent wisdom and consciousnesses working with you here. Remember, you've got 33. You probably have the Ascended Masters working with you as well. Or at least if you wish to connect with and be guided by the Ascended Masters. And who were the Ascended Masters, you might ask? Well, ask the Ascended Masters. Okay. I'm thinking if you chose group 3, you probably have a very powerful mind. Pluto and communication. You also have the capacity to communicate with something deeper. There's one more card. Okay, and then there's the moon. Oh, wow. So not only a change in your mind, your concept of yourself, your identity, your power, your destiny, but even your heart's desires and your passions are all going through change. In fact, some of you might be experiencing a Pluto opposition moon transit, or maybe you're coming out of one. I know that someone recently commented on my YouTube channel that they just came out of their Pluto opposition moon, which requires a deep connection with emotional attachment. Wow, I feel like group 3, this twist of fate, is bringing magnificent change to yourself, your personality, how you see yourself, but it's also helping you to realize your true power, your spiritual power, your truth, everything that you love. It also will help you to totally transform your world and your life and your reality too, if you choose to work with it in this way, in an intelligent way. So you know what, group 3, I really don't know any more to add to your reading. The sudden twist of fate, fated events are shifting you, changing you, helping you become the master or a descendant of the ascended masters, or perhaps you were an ascended master in a past life. I don't know, there's some higher intelligence that is waking up within you, and it's probably affecting your mind, your passions, your intentions, everything. But even these things can be understood, right? If you are willing to start studying your own astrology, your numerology, and those sorts of things. And if you don't have that kind of focus or anything like that, then do feel free to reach out to me. I do offer affordable readings, especially when it comes to personal transformation. So if you need more guidance or support or an ear or more information, anything that you wish to know, feel free to reach out to me. But this is what I'm seeing in the sudden twist of events, twist of fate happening in your world. Group number 3, you can own this. You're going to have to kind of surrender to it, though, and able to own it. I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. I hope I didn't scare anyone. Because life isn't supposed to be scary. Life is supposed to be enlightening and empowering and fulfilling. So I wish you all a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4, if you chose the Epidote crystal. These are your messages. So the topic of this pick-a card reading is a sudden twist of fate, fated events happening in your life for a reason at the moment. This does have everything to do with the current evolutionary transits. That's like North Node, Venus, Mercury, retrograde in Pisces, but also Saturn in Pisces. So something is shifting. So group number 4, what do you need to know? Okay. So you're being molded, you're being guided, challenged to step into your power. So Moon in Aries, but this is also Neptune in Aries, because Neptune is in Aries now, and you should feel more empowered to allow yourself to believe in everything that you believe is true for you. Whether it's spirituality or faith or religion, anything that you believe right now is being supported by Neptune. So have faith in yourself, have faith in your power. The archangels are saying it's almost over. Something's almost over. So many of you have been experiencing some sort of challenge. The archangels are saying that your current challenges will soon be resolved and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. Okay, your destiny and where you're going. This is a twist of fate or fated events happening in your life right now. Your career, which is also aligned with your midheaven, your astrology, which is your destiny. So Jupiter actually is expanding. Wherever Jupiter is transiting in your personal astrology at the moment, this is where you're going to experience greater good luck, good fortune, and opportunities to learn or to teach. Some of you are teachers, and so Jupiter is helping you to teach more effectively. I feel for all of the teachers on the planet right now, honestly. Or at least in the United States and also Canada. For those of you who are teachers, I think teachers are going through all sorts of extreme changes. Okay, so Mercury, your mind, blessings, and your destiny. So this sudden twist of fate and events happening, I feel like somewhat this is happening inside of you. It's a new source of inspiration, challenging you maybe to step into your power, to do what you need to do, what is right for yourself, not necessarily everyone else. Nobody likes a person who tries to force all of their beliefs onto other people. So for some of you who are experiencing challenges, especially for those of you who are teachers, this twist of fate it's challenging you to believe in yourself, but also it's asking you to take on responsibility for all the things that you believe in, because only you can nurture yourself. And especially if you don't have a lot of supporters or people that support you or believe in you, you have to be the one who believes in yourself. But this is something that you do unto yourself and that you don't force other people to go along with. I hope that this is making sense for you. It's time for you to commit to you. So let me just put it this way. If your career is no longer working for you, if you're no longer happy, then it's time to change your careers. If you usually work with people and you're no longer enjoying that, you need to find a career where you can just work on your own and rely on your own strengths, your own talents, your own gifts. Some of you might need an independent role separate from other people. And that might be the only way to set you free as you're going through these transformations. Look at this. So you've got the unmarked trail. Something that's calling you to step into the unknown, to change the path that you're on, your career, your work, or to change your beliefs, which I would think would be very triggering because, well, if there's something that you've been doing that's been supporting you financially for a long time, but it's no longer rewarding, and yet maybe you want to leave your career, but you really don't know what else you can do, then this would cause a conundrum, wouldn't it? Which is why it's important for you to believe in yourself. So what would you much rather be doing as far as career and work is concerned? For those of you maybe who have been laid off, it might be a perfect time or opportunity for you to just simply choose a job that, even if it's temporary, it will allow you to earn money, but it's a job that will kind of give you a break and allow you to take a break from the intensity of life. So this twist of fate, the sudden twist of fate, is shifting your internal power, like your confidence within. But the universe is challenging you to do something different, to try something new, become more independent, maybe create your own business or create your own practice where you can create your own rules. Because I don't think anyone can really enjoy having a career where you work for someone or something that you just really don't believe in. And these are like huge changes that are happening right now. Okay, so right now, group 4, you're experiencing a growth of energy. This is creative energy, your ideas. So when you take the time to commit to yourself, you can create your own destiny if you so choose. But creating and allowing your destiny to change and unfold for you, hang on, let me just fix these really quick, isn't something that you can expect other people to go along with. This isn't something that you can force onto others, because I think this is a solo journey. It's a solo opportunity to free yourself and to become more independent. You already have the power within you. You have a creative mind. So why not create something new and take responsibility on for yourself to create your own stable career or a business or your practice. Your heart is in the right place, but I think your job is not, it's no longer aligning with your heart's desires and your purpose. As soon as you decide to change your mind and create something new and choose to create something of your own, guess what? The universe and the angels are going to show up and support you in that endeavor. But it's up to you to sit down and focus. Build something. Build something of your own that you know you can support yourself with. Especially if you no longer feel safe in the work or the career or the job that you are doing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pull some Gilded Tarot for group number 4. Sudden twist of fate. I'm thinking that maybe many of you have already realized this and you're working through something like a change of career or something like that. Really all you need to do is just connect with the guardian angels or your spirit guides and say, you know, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? Show me a sign. And then actually be honest with yourself. Pay attention to that. Listen for the guidance. And it will find you. It will come to you. That's what spirit guides are good for. To answer your question. To point you in the right direction. They can lead you to it. They can't make you do it. Because guides are just guides. If it was their life, then they would be here making the choices and taking action, right? 8 of Pentacles just confirms that you can create your own business, your own project. The Knight of Cups. Look at that, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. These cards are reminding you to believe in yourself and your values. You know what you are worthy of, but you also need to take action to make something happen for you. You can't force others to make something happen. You know what I mean? So I think this Judgment card is saying that this is something, these are fated events that aren't meant to be happening in your life right now. So the more you understand about your astrology, your life path, your purpose, then the more you guys are going to realize, and maybe this is something that you've been thinking about doing, but you haven't really taken action. Why not? My question is, why would anyone stay in a job or a career that no longer fulfills them? It is no longer agreeable with them. It is no longer worth it. What's more important? Your happiness, your well-being, your joy, or a paycheck? Are you really willing to sacrifice everything just to continue to get a paycheck? Is it really worth all of that? There are always other jobs out there, especially when you communicate with your spirit guides and your angels. But you need to do you. You need to take care of you. But the sudden twist of fate is saying there's something new that is waiting for you to notice it. If you just simply take a look. I want to pull one more card. Of course it's the King of Wands. Do what you need to do to inspire use. Be confident. Do something bold. Take care of yourself. Believe in yourself. Okay, group 4. So the angels here, let's just come back to this message really quick, because it says, your current challenge will soon be resolved and you'll be able to look to the future with a smile. But there's something that's changing. There's a lot of Aries energy here. And I don't know if you've already asked for help or guidance from your spirit guides as far as work or a new job or a new career is concerned. So I'm thinking that your spirit guides and your archangels are working behind the scenes to bring you something new, something different, whatever it is that you've been requesting. It's something new that you can commit to. So I hope you enjoyed these messages, group 4. If you did, please do click a like button as usual. And if anyone's interested in a more private reading, specifically according to your astrology, your life path theme, because these are general messages for a group collective. So if you'd like more specific information, feel free to reach out to me. My links are down below. If you like a private reading. In the meantime, I'm wishing you all a wonderful day, and I will see you all again in another video. Bye for now.